What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Boozer here, thanks for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be watching the brand new Hard Faction Wars teaser video on the Raid's official YouTube channel. We'll be giving our reaction on what we can look forward to. I will be releasing a more thorough video on the upcoming update, which does include the Hard Faction mode. So stay tuned for that today as well. And I will say I do have a couple days of test server experience under my belt in terms of having the Hard Faction Wars mode be available to me. And I can tell you guys that it's absolutely insane. I think it's going to be a real game changer. But without further ado, let's jump into the video here and we'll give our first reactions.
Everyone, it's time for another update preview video. And this time, we're covering Faction Wars' new hard difficulty. There are new rewards and reworked bosses, so sit tight and let's dive into it. You're already familiar with the concept thanks to the introduction of hard mode dungeons.
Yep, so hard mode is only available obviously when you finish the normal mode. So that's an important thing to notice. So obviously some of these won't actually be very applicable for you for a long period of time. So if you're a brand new player, this hard faction mode doesn't really matter to you until you actually get Lydia.
Difficulty, and you'll get greater rewards for completing stages. With Faction Wars,
so you can kind of see here. You kind of see here. I'm gonna move my move the screen a little bit, but then you can kind of see the new relic materials and the new glyphs and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool.
Will be far more challenging, but you won't unlock it until you've completed Faction Wars on normal difficulty and recruited Lydia the Death Siren. If more factions are released in the future, though, anybody who's already unlocked hard difficulty will retain access to it.
They mentioned this in passing a couple times about if they release new factions in the future. Now, there's one more banner available in the game that doesn't have a faction on it, so we can assume that there will be at least one more faction to be released. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more in the future. Who knows?
You'll just need to clear the new faction's normal mode before you can access it on hard. Oh, and you'll be able to enter Faction Wars on hard using the same crypt keys.
Okay.
Good thing the crypt keepers haven't changed the locks. The schedule will also remain the same across both difficulties, so no confusion there. And that's all there is to the basics of Faction Wars on hard difficulty. But there's a bit more than tougher enemies for you to contend with. First up, there's a separate chain of rewards for Faction Wars challenges on hard. It won't be quite as clearing a stage with no losses will only net you 2 stars instead of 3 this time around. That 3rd star will have stage-specific requirements attached to it, which you'll be able to check on the team selection screen for that stage, or in the info pop-up on the team selection window before diving into battle. Tap the 3-star conditions drop-down menu, choose the faction you need, and check the challenges for that faction crypt. Some stages will require you to manipulate enemy skill cooldowns. Some will...
Yeah, these are pretty tough. These are pretty tough. If you guys go through the list once the update is live, it's pretty intimidating stuff.
Letting them heal.
Definitely
Perhaps
endgame
you'll need to land killing blows
content
when your
here
enemies
for
have
sure.
no buffs. The challenges are tough, but we've chosen them carefully to suit each faction's roster of champions. Conquering these challenges will be worth it, though. Clearing
just a quick look here at some of the rewards. How they're distributed.
With 3 stars in hard mode allows you to recruit Polera Fireheart, a brand new mythical from the Sacred Order, as well as a bunch of other goodies. We'll release a dedicated champion spotlight to showcase Polera's skill kit soon. Don't miss it. Oh, and remember the tainted bosses we introduced to the hard mode dungeons? Well, say hello to the tainted faction crypt keepers. Each one will have a particular focus that affects the battle in a different way. For example,
I like that they kind of kept the old, style and aesthetic of the bosses. I mean, it does seem kind of like a cop out what they did with the hard dungeons, basically just reskin the existing bosses, but it makes it familiar. So I think it's a positive thing overall.
Tainted Protector will revive his minions, buff them, and wreak havoc upon your team. Tainted Dueler, on the other hand, will reflect damage, transfer all debuffs from himself to your champions, and then smack them really hard. We won't spend time here diving into their skills and the tactics you'll need to beat them, but we'll post dedicated boss guides in-game when the feature goes live. Just tap the handy icon in the team selection screen to get a helping hand. Now then, back to the rewards. You'll be able to get goodies such as artifact and craft materials that you already know, and glyphs, including brand new rare, epic, and legendary rank 6 glyphs. These new glyphs will be usable on all existing stats that glyphs cover, but can only be used on rank 6 gear. The stat bonuses they provide will be greater than what you've seen before, so save them for your best gear.
Yeah, so we're looking at a bit of a stat bloat here. Yeah, it's good because it's just the natural progression of the game, but at the same time, this changes everything, guys.
Rewards for
Changes
clearing
current
hard mode
builds,
stages 7, 14,
how hard
and
current
21
content
in
is.
each crypt for the first time. Same as
So you're gonna get some additional glyphs the first time you finish them.
on normal difficulty. Don't forget there's also a brand new reward chain along the bottom of the Faction Wars main window to earn as you progress through hard mode. You already know about Polera Fireheart, but before you reach that final milestone reward, there are shards, soul stones, skill tomes, and plenty more awaiting you. That's not all though. Hard mode stages also drop relic crafting materials whenever you complete them, and not just your usual relics either. We're introducing a brand new group of relics specifically for Faction Wars. We'll be adding 8 new relics in total, 2 for rare, epic, legendary, and mythical rarities. Our developers had some fun coming up with this batch. There's one that'll remove all buffs from the wearer at the end of their turn, but deal increased damage according to the number of buffs removed. If extra turns are your thing, there's another relic coming that'll increase your chances of getting an extra turn when you've got any active skills on cooldown and the wearer's default skill. One of these new relics also comes with a fancy new debuff, which will play havoc with champions that decide to use active skills. Keep your eyes peeled on our social media, folks.
Yeah, in the test server, the fatigue debuff is already there. Go over it a little bit more in my
We'll be
preview
releasing
video.
detailed infographics detailing all 8 relics coming as part of this update. And that's everything for this preview. Don't forget to complete any existing faction crypts you've still got unfinished. Be sure to like the video and hit subscribe to the official.
All right, so that is the teaser video for the upcoming Hard Faction Wars. I mean, you know, it's huge content. It's going to be super end game content. I'll tell you guys that right now. We'll be covering it a little bit more in my update video, so stay tuned for all of that. And yeah, overall, I think it's a good thing. I think having really challenging content gives Raid, you know, a really long runway. It makes end game players, you know, more engaged, and it provides something for newer players to basically, you know, reach in the end, right? Last thing you want is to heavily invest in this game and then, you know, obviously have it run out of content. I think for Raid, it's just tons of content to do. It just sets it apart from like other games. Obviously, Raid's been around for like years, right? So it has a bit of an advantage in that department. But yeah, great to see. Hard Faction Wars been asked for a long time. Maybe one day they'll give us Nightmare Doom Tower. Who knows? But there it is. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Hard Faction Wars coming in the next update. Are you guys excited? Do you guys care? Are you guys on the edge of popping into Hard Faction Wars? Are you guys at Lydia, getting Lydia? Let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.